Yo guys, welcome back to another episode of All the Mods 10. So in the last video, we dove pretty deep into modern industrialization here, making this chromium tiny dust. Uh, this process was quite tedious, and I have to admit the rest of this is going to be just as bad, if not worse. But I want to try to get through that quicker than last episode. I don't want to take a full episode on it, so let's get cracking. So, our goal is to at least make this polyethylene. To make the polyethylene, we need ethylene, which we're going to use this chromium tiny dust with the ethylene. And then in the distillery, right here, this chemical reactor, we need to make ethanol. And in the distillery, we take sugar solution, and that makes the ethanol. So we're going to need a distillery. Sugar solution is made in a mixer, and that is just water and sugar, which we have plenty of sugar. In a previous episode, we set up a beetroot farm, and I believe it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2 beetroot makes 2 sugar. Super simple. We have 650,000 beetroot. So what's that? Like 1.3 million sugar. We should be fine. So electric mixer. We are able to autocraft absolutely everything for that. So we'll get that going. A distillery. We can make everything for that. Let's get that going. If we check our system, we'll see it's all being autocrafted as we speak. The machine blocks are going quite quick. Then we got analog circuits and electronic circuits going. And it's actually going quite quick. Love to see that. So it's making the silicon plates right now, and it's done. So we can make the electric mixer and the distillery. Very nice. All right, and I want to do something with this, but I also want to utilize the rest of this. I guess that's all right for in there. We might make big show tanks for the latex. And I guess we'll use right here for this part. And we'll make big show tanks for whatever we're making inside of here. So the electric mixer, we already know that's going to need water. So we can do eternal water block. Which I don't know if I want it showing. Like this one is showing. Guess we could probably go from the bottom. It's inputting water. And now we need to export sugar. Alright, so we have our ME extended export bus. I think I'm going to grab another connector for this room. Let's see, we'll get 2 more wireless connectors and a P2P tunnel. Just like so. Go down to our basement. And I don't believe we're using all this, so we can connect even more up. Oh, let me pull up a comment real quick, because I just utilized the feature I was suggested. Let's see. I hate that they updated YouTube Studio. Alright. So, it's Cami G said you can enable your wireless terminal to pick block from your network so that you don't have to search for that one block like you did for the Aegon at the beginning of the video. So, as you can see, I'm looking at the Aegon. Oh, shoot. Let me throw it away. Alright, inventory, I don't have it. Looking at it, I have it. So it's a keybind called pick block. So this one here, and I have it set for my middle scroll wheel clicking. So if I were to look at connectors, I have them. I used it here looking at dense cable. I have them. Super, super useful. Absolutely love it. So thank you, KMG. I he I can't remember if he was talking about the restock at first. It was confusing me, and I'm like, I have restock on. That's why if I hold these, it says 2,000. That's restock. But no, pick block. That's super, super useful. So thank you very much, KMG. But now we are getting back. We have to set this to black so that the channels don't intertwine. Clear this, copy this. Same with this. Clear the memory card. We need a new P2P tunnel, which we still have thousands available. We can put this back away and get back. So I have noticed my world is starting to get more and more laggy. I'm trying to, fight it off. I don't want to have any issues with, it just absolutely imploding on me. Because that seems to be a common occurrence for all the mods worlds. It's facing the wrong direction. It's not what I want. Let's see. What if I do another? I don't think I can dense cable into a P2P, can I? That's wrong. This. Yeah. Alright, so here's what we'll do. We'll go 1, 15, P2P onto that. Just like so. And oh, I think I know. So if I set this, I can P2P into this smart cable, but I can't connect a smart or a dense cable to a P2P tunnel. I always confuse that one. So now we have AE in here. We can now connect this guy here up. And we want this dense cable to kind of be like our main big router. Oh, we don't want that either. Cable. It's going to cause a loop and bug it out. So, rebooting. Cable anchor. I guess we could probably go around this backside here like so. And now we have that across this entire area, which we got to start utilizing like the verticality of these rooms instead of just like that. We want to make the most out of our space. So we have water in here. We now need sugar. We need acceleration cards. Fill it up. All right. And then we also... I don't... Yeah. Doesn't work for those. Actually, I don't think I have any of those in the system. No, I still have them in the big block form. We're going to use this to cheat some power into here so we don't have a nitro gate on the front. We're going to use Induction Card, and you'll see it starts running. We are getting sugar solution. Then if we go like this, it should just auto export back into our AE system. So you see sugar solution here. You'll see on one of these, I had to put a nitro gate on. This utilizes a lot of power. This is the salt dust making the chlorine for this guy. So we're making the sugar solution. And with that sugar solution, I believe we do that in a distillery to make ethanol. Very nice. Let's see, distillery. And then we're going to do that same little trick. We're going to export it. And then pattern provider. Go. think I lost them. Induction card. Oh, we're going to want a crafting card. Whereas I made a bunch of sugar on hand, we're going to want a crafting card in here so it knows to run and make that once we run out. So now we're making a bunch of sugar solution. We want to export that. We gotta connect that to the system. And this should be up to 4 channels now, going into 32. Not bad. Okay. I believe we can also use the channels off of this guy. Forget how that works. Anyways, we're making the sugar solution. Oh, we did not put an induction card in here. There we go. So very slowly now, we are making ethanol. Once this process completes a couple times, it will fill this efficiency bar up and be processing a little bit quicker. I do have some basic upgrades. We can slap those in here. It's not going to really matter until this is absolutely just cranking. So we now have ethanol. That ethanol can then be put through a chemical reactor with the sulfur. So we need to go into our system, auto-craft the rest of this. And if we look up sulfur, we should have, oh, none. We are out. We had a bunch from here. Looks like this is actually broken right now. This process must just be absolutely eating the sulfur. It is. Yikes. Let's go check on our fission reactor real quick. Make sure it didn't explode. We are absolutely draining this. Okay, so we'll let this run slowly. Actually, let's just disable that for a little while. I do believe we have plenty of things over here. Okay, so it does appear we're out of sulfur completely. This is all we have, a single block. We're just out, plain and simple. We are gonna have to wait for that to restock before we can finish this process. Thought I was auto crafting it down here. Guess maybe up here somewhere right there. Sulfur essence is growing, not the fastest rate, but a rate. So we're intaking sulfur essence. So where's that even going right now? Must just all be dumping straight into here, right? Yes. Unless it's just going so fast I can't see it. Actually, you know what? It's probably doing it in our system, yeah. Yeah, it's... No. So, I don't know where it's being crafted, but I mean, it's definitely being crafted somewhere. See? Well, that's a long, tedious process we are going to have to wait for. Until then, let's finish up this system. We want to take the ethanol from our system and then export it into here. So we're going to go... Same process we have been doing. To go like this, go like this. Induction card. Max acceleration cards. And smart cable. This should put us at 6. This should then get... What are we putting in here? Use of ethanol. Ethanol. And sulfur. Ethanol and sulfur in here. We get 1 already. Should make ethylene. Oh, we're waiting on more ethanol. Slow crafting process. Anyways, that creates ethylene, which then needs to be imported into a chemical reactor with the chromium tiny dust to finally get our final product. So get that crafting up. And speaking of crafting up, let's go ahead and get this stuff going. So we need 60 SPS casings. $60 of those. We need 122 structural glass. We still have plenty. And 3 SPS ports to start with. Well, I know I definitely created the recipe for it. Let's see. The gear patterns always seem to break. Guess I didn't make an SPS port. Let's see. Ooh, there we go. And then we'll come back here. We want to autocraft this one into a random spot. Nice SPS. And we'll go 3. We'll just leave that in there. Make some more of those. And then we actually want the lasers. Supercharged coils. Missing the recipe for laser. Okay. Get those going. We should have finished our chemical reactor. And then we can do the same exact pattern again. for our 7th and 8th final channel. Then induction card, acceleration cards. We want ethylene imported into here with chromium tiny dust. There we go. That fills up. We're just waiting on more ethanol from this guy. Just full of sugar solution. This is just gonna keep cranking it out. This guy's slow. No idea how we could speed this up in the meantime, though. So we'll just let this process slowly tick away for now. And get our covers on. Get the actual blocks going. Doesn't look like we have enough room for our tank like we wanted, but that's alright. Try to make some kind of pattern up. Instead of just the very dark color walls, you know? There we go, and then we could probably repeat the same thing on this side here. There we go. Good enough for me. Let's just... something like this will work. Alright, so let me get this going. You know, I'm actually curious what these casings do. I wonder if I throw a couple of these on, if it'll actually cause it to go quicker. So there it is. Oop. Go advanced machine casing. Change machine hole. Ooh. Machine hole. Highly advanced. Not even close. Basic. Wouldn't we already have a basic machine hole? Come on, batteries. You can do it. Alright. And... that didn't work. It's probably because we already have that. Allows machine to accept high voltage power. Allows machines to accept superconductor power, EV power. Basic. Series going off. Silicon batteries. Interesting. I'm curious. We can actually pull this one off. Where are Ice Rider? Get 2 of these. And then we want to... We gotta make that thing to put all of our patterns in. Make it quicker. There we go. And we'll go with advanced. Let's get 10 of those going. We will wait and see the outcome of this guy. But we are going to get our SPS casing, our structural glass, our ports, and our coils. And then, as promised, we will probably put the whole thing right up top. 4 blocks. Not good. Definitely do not have good. How big is this? 7 by 7. I think it's too big for this room. It sucks, because this has nothing else in it. Better idea. We have an entire room in our main tower here. Not even used anymore. So let's actually clean this up. This used to be our Modern Industrialization room. But obviously we're not using that anymore. Therefore this room does not need to be for it anymore. We will make this the antimatter room for all of the mods requiring antimatter. We do have wiring up here already. So, let's see. Because it wouldn't matter what part of this room, just the size of it. So 1, 2, 3, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, and then glass. All right. Then we just have to repeat this. And they share corners, which is great. So something like so. Right. Let's see. What am I looking at here? It's connected, and then... It would be casing, right? Like so. That doesn't look right though. Yeah, that looks more right. Alright, I'm gonna repeat this and I'll be back. Okay, so for the final bit of this, we obviously want SPS ports here for our lasers. So we're going to do the easily accessible ones here. And we'll probably do one on the bottom eventually. But I think for now, probably do... We actually need one more port. So we can go... We could do 4 of these. Go like this. We'll do a 4 laser setup. Just like so, and then import and then an outport. Just like so. And it should have completed. Oh, I see. I'm missing the corner blocks. What else am I missing? Oh, the corner blocks. Bink. And there we go. There's our SPS. Alright, so we need gates. These are our power gates. These will charge our coils on the inside. Just like so. We need an exporter. Just like so. Gonna want to run a cable. There we go. We're gonna want some cable. And then in here, polonium makes antimatter, so we can configure the exporter to be polonium. We want some acceleration cards now. And now all the polonium in our system, which there is none right now, all the polonium that gets exported from our system will then be dumped into here and turned into antimatter. Just like so. Get the cables covered up. Very nice. But we have no polonium or polonium production right now because we have no sulfur. We got some sulfur. Oh. Advanced machine holes. Look at that. Fills right up with the power now. And it does look a tad bit quicker. What if we just dump one in all of these machines? I don't know. I don't see a difference on this one. Let's make 100 of them. It's going to be good to have these on hand for the rest of our MI machines. But for now, I mean, I don't see a difference on this one. I don't think it's going to speed this guy up either. That's still slow. It is starting to go quicker, though. And this one, we can actually use an overdrive module on, because it's constantly going to be making this recipe. And for whatever reason, it stops. We can actually lock this one. Lock that. Lock that. Lock. Lock. Anything with the dedicated crafting, we're just going to lock and then overdrive. Crap. Crap. There we go. Alright, that should be good enough. So we now have ethanol, automated, eventually polyethylene, eventually. Looks we have 0.7. Okay. This should export the ethylene into here to make the polyethylene. So we have 0.7 currently, which is great. And then the use for this stuff is in our assemblers, making some of these more important crafts. So that's the reason we wanted the polyethylene. We could actually use that to make nano armor. So that's cool. Cross that off the board. It'll get faster in time. Manganese sulfuric solution. This is probably going to be another episode. But we now have antimatter automated. We have polyethylene automated. Lots of progress. I'm probably going to wrap this episode up here, though. This one's probably stretching quite long, probably as long as the last one, so we'll wrap this up. I think we're going to get into bees next episode. I think it might be time for bees. Bees are just going to be a lot more convenient for a lot of things. We can actually pretty much control the lag of it as well. I'm probably going to do some off-camera work for bees, but in the next episode I'll bring you through the process of getting bees and breeding them. I did see a video on automating some part of it. It doesn't look like there's actually... Breeding's fairly easy, but it's the genes, and I don't see anything about that in the quests. So I don't think I'll worry too much about showing the gene part of it, but the actual breeding and gathering of some of the bees I will show. So this is probably what we'll do next episode is bees. We need an additional source of resources, because this is obviously great for ores and such, but when it comes to stuff like sulfur and other unorganic or ungeographical, I don't know that word, ores, no ingots, running out of ways to get ingot or other stuff than ingots. That's all we have is ingots. And I don't feel like doing any more mystical agriculture. I don't want to do it no more. So we'll get into bees. We'll probably make a separate building for bees. I'll probably do that off camera as well. But yeah, hope you guys did enjoy, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.